Hey dudes, I'm Hilah and welcome to Hilah Cooking. Today I'm going to show you how to make a classic blueberry muffin, and then I'm going to put a little oatmeal streusel topping on top, and it's super delicious, and these would be great if you want to make like your mom or someone else that you care about making breakfast in bed this weekend or something, and you could like sneak out of the house and then go up and knock on the window and sing, like be all like, I'm climbing in your window, I'm bringing blueberry muffins, and see how fast she calls the cops. Alright, so our basic batter is pretty similar to the waffle batter in that the type of fat and the amount of fat that you use is variable depending on what you want. I'm using a small amount of butter. You could use olive oil or vegetable oil, and you could also increase it. Since we're planning on eating these probably today, I don't really need to use a whole lot, but if you were going to make them the day before or something, then you definitely want to add a little bit more fat just so they don't get dried out. Okay, so then I just added some milk and the sugar and then a couple of eggs. And we're going to beat our wet ingredients together. Okay, that's pretty good. And then I've got my dry ingredients here. I'm just gonna kind of mix those together. And I'm gonna add a little bit of lemon zest. So you could leave this out. You could add cinnamon instead, or orange zest would probably be pretty delicious with blueberries, whatever. And then you just kind of flick it off your finger, just like the pros do. Oh, and I'm gonna add a little bit of vanilla to my wet mixture. My friend Carlos brought me this from Mexico. Muchas gracias, Carlos. Okay, I'm gonna get my lemon zest all done. Okay, and then we'll just add the wet ingredients to the dry ingredients and make moist ingredients. And there's not much to know except you don't want to overbeat it. Like muffins actually are probably better made by hand rather than with a mixer, which is nice. Because you don't want to overbeat it and have that gluten form. You just want to mix it until it's almost totally combined. Lumps are totally awesome. If there's lumps in there, you did a great job. How many other things can you say about life like that? Okay, that looks good. See how it's still kind of like shaggy looking and kind of clumpy? That's perfecto. And we're just gonna add our blueberries, which I have not thawed first. If you want to use fresh ones, that's fine. But frozen blueberries work great, and they're a lot less expensive than fresh ones, says the pocketbook. Okay, I'm gonna leave it a little streaky. It's gonna be soups cute. And then I've just got my little muffin tins, and I used little purple muffin tins. They're gonna be so cute. And we just kind of want to fill them up like 2/3 of the way full. I'm just using standard sized muffins. If you wanted to like get the jumbo muffins, this recipe would probably make like 6 or 8 of those, but it should make 12 standard muffins. And you don't have to use papers if you just want to spray it with some stuff or rub a little butter inside there. That'll work fine too. Okay, these are all filled up. And this is my little streusel topping, and it's just oatmeal, some softened butter, and some raw sugar and flour. And I'm just gonna kind of mash it together, and we're gonna make a little crummy topping. Then just want to kind of drop a few little pieces on each thing, and it's going to make a nice little crispy top, and it just kind of makes it look a little bit more fancy. You could totally leave this off if you wanted to. If you wanted a simpler topping, you could just sprinkle it with some, sugar, some raw sugar, some brown sugar, whatever. But this kind of is just a little bit more like, hey mom, I give a shit about you. Okay, this is done. I'm just gonna pop it in the oven for 17 to 20 minutes, and I'll see you then. And we're done. All right, check it out. Okay, so I'm just gonna put them on a rack. And if you were serving these right away, you could just serve them. But if you wanted to hang on to them for a little while, then just let them cool at room temperature until they're totally cool, and then you can wrap them up and cover them and all that stuff. For now, however, I kind of just want to eat one real bad. Those are just fine. Lemon, blueberry, with that crunchy streusel on top. Look at that. Look at that streusel. Look at those blueberries. That's chock full. This is a good muffin. All right, well, I hope you make this muffin for someone that you love, even if it's just yourself. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them below, and I'll respond as soon as I can. And thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.